Welcome back to Banter Mode, where I chase arbitrary goals in a sandbox world because therapy isn't covered in emeralds. Today's mission, I light up my life literally by planting torch poles with the kind of spacing NASA would admire, 8 blocks apart, like I'm organizing a Minecraft rave for socially distanced zombies. Then it's cherry blossom time, not for poetry, for lumber. I'll be chopping down pink trees like a heartbroken haiku writer with a grudge. Sorry, Mother Nature, your petals are pretty, but your logs are pull material. Next up, I'm building little village farm plots because nothing says community spirit like forcing NPCs to work tiny patches of land I lovingly hoed with passive-aggressive intent. And finally, cozy hillside dwellings. That's right, we're going full hobbit. Cherry blossom nooks tucked into the terrain like tiny pink Airbnbs for pixelated introverts. So grab your shovel, your axe, and your entirely disproportionate sense of purpose, because today we build glow grids, log poetry, and agricultural capitalism, all under a pink sky. Let's dig in. So we'll be playing the Realm of Banterfell on hardcore. Full disclosure, I'm not totally committed to hardcore, because I've exported this save for an additional save, but it is kind of a step up from not hardcore. I'll have to restart the whole live stream. So I'm not committed. I do want to say that full disclosure now, because maybe later on I will commit to hardcore, and I do want the credit for that, you know what I mean? But for now, I'm kind of taking steps up. This is my first hardcore save. I'm quite scared about eventually entering the Nether with this character because I died like 20 times per hour in the Nether. That's typically how I go, so I'm gonna have to do some interesting things once I get there. I bet I'll have some live stream restarts at that time, I bet. I'll just have to be very careful making cobblestone fortresses and slowly branching out rather than trying to make big steps, big leaps and bounds. There, now this patch of the village is it's kind of like I'm lawn mowing. I have to lawn mow this patch of the village. Oh, a lead. Where did that come from? That's a nice random find. I better clean this area up too. This is like the town center with our fancy golden bell. There's the 2 golden bells, actually, that I can ring in case of danger, and then all the villagers will retreat into their houses. It scares the bejesus out of the villagers when they hear that bell, so I won't do a fire drill. They actually are all experts. We can count on them to be absolutely mortified when this bell gets rung. Alright, so now the town center area and like this kind of main walkway is a little bit mowed. And actually not quite, I'm almost there. So as I said in the intro, I'm going to be focusing on not only cutting down these pink cherry trees, but also propagating them. I'll cut down that oak and just not propagate that. If it drops any seeds, any saplings, I'm gonna Just store them away somewhere. I don't really have... Oh yeah, that's actually one of the goals today. I should have some hidden storage of my own somewhere that the villagers can't access. The villagers don't like doing any kind of platforming very much, I'm pretty sure. I kind of assume, actually, that they don't do much platforming, so I think I'm going to try to make some platforming thing that you've got to do if you want to get to a chest. This will be my security chest. You got to do a bit of platforming. So what am I gonna be able to jump to? Like, nope, I can't jump that high. I'll have it... Oh, we might be taking some damage as I build this platforming chest storage area. Almost nighttime. One of the ways I end up killing a lot of villagers is by not going to sleep at night. Or at least I'm pretty sure that's why they end up dying. Because the villagers always go to bed on time. Oh, here's some more damage. Okay, let's try to find a bed. I know there's a couple of free beds over here. Especially because, unfortunately, I have let at least one villager die. Oops. I'll get that in the morning. Oh, and then I'm gonna have to turn this, I'm gonna have to fix this. Do we have a crafting bench nearby? I placed down that dirt block and now the pathway is ruined. I'm gonna have to fix this pathway. I will want some shovels later on today for making those cozy little Airbnb nooks. Airbnb villager nooks. So this is just a shovel I'll need later. Right click to make a pathway. So this platforming thing is actually quite dangerous for me. I can't get it, but I think I'll get used to it. I think that's all I'll need. 2 jumps, and then I'll build a chest up there. I wonder what my reach is like. Maybe I can have the chest be a little bit further away. Oops, I didn't build it. I should have built a chest beforehand. I forgot that I would need a crafting bench to build a chest. I do have the wood, though. This villager looks a bit confused about this platforming setup. In fact, I should try to make it even a little bit more inaccessible like that. So, can I be on this? Let's see, do they jump up? I don't think they would. I can be this far away, so this is my own personal chest. This is kind of locked away from the villagers. Another thing I could do, I kind of thought this was kind of cool looking in my mind, to have some platforming going on. I think that looks cool. But otherwise, I could use ladders, because I think villagers don't intentionally use ladders, but if they do happen to like path near a ladder, they will climb the ladder. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. So I'll just put all of these away. I have lots of furnaces. I have lots of furnaces for building that glass wall. Or from building that glass wall, rather. Maybe I'll put these away. I kind of, you know what, I do actually want these furnaces because these potatoes could be cooked into a tasty treat. This villager looks a bit jealous of my hidden chest. I bet they wonder what's in there. Maybe they just want to do some trading with me. That's probably what it is. I don't have enough stone to make an axe. I kind of, yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of cutting, a lot of tree chopping, so it would be nice to have a stone pickaxe, a stone axe. So let's just get some stone for this. I'll probably need some shovels and stuff later on, so maybe more like 10 blocks. Maybe with those 2 stone, I should have a stone sword. Because I think I am gonna run into danger in a moment here if I'm looking for some stone. My last 2 stone for the sword. I should be building ladders because once again the villagers don't really use ladders, but right now I'm just kind of platforming my way in and out. I should light this up. This is a good time to light this up because, well, actually I do know for a fact that this isn't a very deep cave because I kind of looked ahead a little bit. Far enough to know that this is a little bit of a loop cave. It goes down and then back up. And that's all. I guess it does it branch down? I can't really tell if it yeah, no, it doesn't branch down here. Still looks kind of dark over here. I might need to use quite a few torches. Better be sure. Better be safe than sorry. Okay, so there was no danger. Excellent. I guess that's because this was pretty early on. I just immediately went here, rather than walking around and stuff. I didn't give the mobs a chance to spawn. Might as well collect all these. I think I need a stone pickaxe to get the iron. I might wreck that iron, so I can't get it at this time. I better just collect a bit of stone and carry on. I almost want to delete this pickaxe because I really don't like using stone or wooden pickaxes for anything. These wood tools are very inefficient. It's just if I don't have any stone like I just did. I now have 22 stone, so now we can make plenty of stone tools. So if I planned ahead, I wouldn't have made that stone shovel and instead made a stone pickaxe, and then I could have branched out with some more stone, but that's not that big of a loss at all. Because now we're back on track and we're going to have some stone tools. I think I might need several axes, so I'm gonna make 2. And what else do I need? Is that all? That might actually be all. I need, I'm gonna need some more torches, too. Lots of torches, actually. Yep, that was not a misclick. I think I'm gonna need all those, because we're gonna be lighting up the place big time. Okay, so now we can get started on chopping down these pink trees. I'm not deforesting, I'm redecorating the biome. Cherry trees. Nature's way of saying you could be sad. But look at all this pink. Chopping these down feels like breaking up with someone beautiful, but clingy. Nighttime, better get to bed. So I wanted to start on this tree cutting first of all because this is the one that I need to wait for these trees to regrow. Honestly, I'm most excited about building these little villager nooks. I think this is going to look really nice. They're very small houses, but I think they're gonna love it. I whisper, "It's not you, it's symmetry," before every swing. I'm just hitting the petals so my frames per second can blossom. I should plant these saplings immediately. I'm going to want them to be a little bit further away from the village further than they were. These ones were kind of encroaching. If we had power lines, those power lines might be in a bit of trouble. If a cherry tree falls in the forest and drops a sapling, do I have to feel guilty? I wonder, I better be careful about this nest. Let's actually look this up. Minecraft, bee hive, like, should I use a shovel to remove it? Beehive, one word. I am an adult. Remove it with an axe. Let's actually take a close look at that, because why was it, is it, if broken in creative mode, we're not in creative, we're in survival. Can be broken using any tool by the player, though they break faster with an axe. If a bee nest is broken, it drops nothing. Angry at the player. Okay, so I'm gonna have to dig around it. I'm glad I looked that up. I didn't know what the rules are for that. We're just gonna leave this beehive alone. And because I think you can get, like, there might be some way to get honey or something. I can hear the bees buzzing. So this is just going to be a flying bee's nest. Logging cherry trees. Because Sakura season can't save you from server lag. Because Sakura season can't save you from server lag. I had to redo that one because I was hoping, I think that I had a bit of a better view as I was actually doing the cutting. How did that sapling get all the way over here? These cherry saplings seem to drop a lot of cherry trees, seem to drop a lot of saplings. 9 saplings from 2 more trees. George Washington chopped down. I'm going to start that over. I want to start, because I'm talking about chopping one down, I want to have it be the first block I remove. George Washington chopped down one. I'm just keeping the tradition alive, aggressively. I like my trees like I like my villagers. Pink, silent, and easily relocatable. And easily relocatable. And easily relocated. This is a cool one on the side. I think I should maybe keep some of these ones in these interesting precarious locations. I'll just leave those ones alone. Zombie grown, I wonder where that came from. I know there's this little loop cave right here, but I secured it. I don't see any zombies in there. These trees are so pretty, I almost feel bad. Almost. You know what? I'm going to replant some of those. Those are on kind of awkward... These are awkward locations to be chopping down trees, but they're for the... These ones will be for the aesthetic. These ones aren't going to be part of the wood production line. These ones are just kind of to show off to the other areas of terrain what we've got going on here. We've got some beautiful pink cherry trees. So I'll replant those, and I've got, like I said, these ones seem to drop a lot of saplings. 28 from like 3 more trees or something. I'm kind of running out of space in this area, so I'm gonna have to go somewhere else. Although, is it too late? Too late in the day. I'll just call it a day here, and then propagate maybe more over like there. Do I want some... I should have... It would be nice to have some aesthetic cherry trees in the village. So where would be a good place for some cherry trees? Like right here? Yep. There. I think this is not gonna be a place... I do want this to be a garden. I think I'm gonna also make another one... No, maybe I did just plant one where I want a farm. I think I do want a farm right here. A farm plot can definitely go here. Let's not put this here. And same with here. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to wait to do this prettying up stuff to see what where I want farms to be. So these ones are gonna be all for production. This is kind of like too many cherry trees is kind of what I'm thinking right now, but maybe is that what I kind of want? I'm going to be putting in a lot of torches, so not only am I going to be putting in torches, they're going to be like multi-layered torches, so if there are cherry trees around, they'll be lit from the bottom and the top, because we can see the forest that I built over there off in the distance, and then I built this little bit of a bridge to get here just because I had extra material pretty much. But those trees are so densely packed, it's like a monster farm in there. It's dark during the day. So, yeah, oh, you know what? I should be making some food. I saw some pigs. We're gonna need some sheep. Oh yeah, the other thing is sheep. Do sheep like seeds? Maybe I'm gonna take this sheep home. I should, no, it has to be wheat. The sheep is not interested in seeds, only in wheat, so I'm gonna have to go get some wheat. 2 sheep here. Perfect. Do we have any wheat farms? I think we do on the upper level. So I didn't say this part, but I will be making some sheep farm, but hopefully this is going to be such a quick task. I don't think I'm going to make a fancy sheep farm quite yet. I guess I will make some fences for it. So how do we make fences again? Here's the birch fences. Nine. I think I'm just going to have a small sheep farm. The reason why I need this is for we'll need some sheep farming for beds, silk for beds. Do we have any fully grown wheat? Do I have to trade a villager for some wheat? The villagers are very quick farmers. They're getting to the wheat before I can. I don't think this is a fully grown patch of wheat. I am gonna stop it if okay, let's grab this wheat. Oh, is this not wheat? This is these aren't the right things, are they? These are beets. I'm gonna replace all these with wheat. This villager looks like they might be mad because they're following me around. There's a groan too. I need the wheat growing here, not beets. We have plenty of beets. Definitely no wheat, right? Is this wheat the one off out of the village? I kind of blocked this one off. I shouldn't have done this because it wouldn't have been extra glass for me to just extend it out. Here, like if this just flipped over this way, that would be better. All of this could have been included in the village. But it was a real rush job. I didn't know what I was up against too much. this is kind of my initial setting. So I guess I can't get these sheep. I don't have any food to propagate those sheep, which is too bad. How many do I have? So in that case, then we're just gonna have to harvest those sheep for the wool. I do have like... I think I put the wool away. I think I do have like 6 wool. 2 more beds. I'm gonna get all colors of sheep. Whoa, this is a bit of a death trap. Is anything useful in here? Maybe I should put some blocks around this for safety. So we're just going to hope that there's going to be enough random spawning sheep instead of actually farming them. Enough sheep for beds. That is. I think I'm going to keep on cutting down some trees so I just have an absolute abundance of them. Just a gentle reminder, emotional attachment in Minecraft is renewable. Is renewable. Let me try that joke again. I'm not sure if I got it quite right. Just a gentle reminder, in Minecraft, emotional attachment is renewable. Goodbye, ambience. Hello, efficiency. These aren't trees. They're confetti dispensers with wood cores. Minecraft's version of a spring cleaning montage. I might be a little late for bed here. I better rush back quickly. Whoa, a natural bridge here. Naturally forming dirt bridge. Uh-oh, we've already got monsters spawning. I'm out of food. I'm too hungry to run. This is when villagers die. I've got to get to bed now. Wrong house. Things are getting tense. Oh, here's a sheep. I can't. I gotta get that wool. There, in bed. Luckily, this village has a lot of villagers currently and a lot of food, so I have seen them reproduce twice already. So hopefully we're not in too much danger. Okay, now I'm fed. I can get some... I can run a little bit. And I'm actually kind of damaged, half health. Alright, time for some stand-up comedy, by which I mean literally standing up and hoping my legs still work. I'm gonna take a 30-second break just to get some blood flow. Alright, back in action. I should have jumped back into the game so that this stuff can cook, but I'm gonna have to go visit my chest anyways, so that'll give it some time to cook. I want to see how many beds I can make. 5 wool already, and I've got a couple of random other wools, black and brown. That's not enough to make, so I have 1 bed. I currently can only make 1 more bed. I have more dirt than I know what to do with. I do actually want some of it, though. I don't need this leather at this time. If the beef, since this... No, I'm going to hold on to that beef. I have some bread. That's nice. I think I'm going to have some more meat, though. So, meat, I'll cook this meat, and I have some potatoes I can cook. Raw beef, 15 potatoes. Okay, and oh yeah, I should have put some cherry logs away because I have a ridiculous amount of cherry logs here. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna need to make some more. I will do that because I also need to make some more axes. I think I'm going to turn all of these oak woods into sticks, because we're kind of going all cherry. I shouldn't have built these birch fences. because we're going all cherry, and this is going to be, I guess that'll be temporary. Yeah, let's make some cherry fences now. I'm not going to use these birch fences at all. I'll just make a whole bunch of those. I'm sure I'll need those fences before long. Hopefully that wheat doesn't take too long to grow. Another sheep. We are getting quite a few sheep spawns, so if I'm just kind of mindful about collecting those sheep, I should have enough wool for some more beds. How many do I have? I have 2 more beds I can make. I'll put the maxed out logs into the chest. These cherry trees saplings have already grown. We're getting plenty of sheep spawns. That was a double. They were literally standing inside of each other. I thought that was just one. Iron right here, exposed iron. I didn't make a stone pickaxe, did I? I only made 1 stone pickaxe because I needed to make some sticks and stuff, so I got distracted. I'm gonna have to try that again. I think I'll need like 2 more on top of what I already have. And maybe I'll make that stone pickaxe so I can collect that copper that I saw. I'm not wielding an axe. I'm holding a heartbreak. I'm holding a heartbreak stick. If love were a tree, I'd still chop it down for sticks. The pink leaves fall like my patience for pathfinding AI. I'm harvesting poetry and turning it into planks. Yeah, look at this ludicrous amount of sticks. I think it's because these cherry trees have a lot of leaf blocks is what it looks like. Like maybe there's some % chance that each leaf block drops a sapling, and that they have a lot of saplings. It looks like the shape of these cherry trees are very resplendent. I think I want to try a technique to kill Enderman. I hear an Enderman warping around. If I can make a kind of a safe spot where they can't get to me, since they're 3 tall. First I have to find that Enderman, though. There they are. So this Enderman is 3 tall. So he can't go into the... I'm now safe from this Enderman. And I can get them to come into an exact location if it's the only way that they can almost reach me. That's what I heard. I can go right here. This is the safe spot. Now, how do I get... Now I have to hit the Enderman so they chase at me. I'm really worried about this fight because I need some... Uh-oh, here's a creeper. I don't want this creeper to ruin the landscape. There we go. We're gaining good. Now, if only I can find this creeper, I've got to hit them and then run into my little safe spot. Is it nighttime? This looks like it's nighttime. Is it just because it's raining? I better return. Where I'm in a bit of a strange spot. I got lost there. I want to make... I usually don't make... Okay, I want to... I need to get this sheep. I'm taking some big risks here because there's a zombie right here. But I do need a lot of sheep. There's a zombie spawning there. Okay. Try again. I'm like... There we go. Now we're in the village. We should be safe. More sheep. Excellent. I'm trying... Oh, whoa. This zombie is in the town. See, so these villagers are not totally safe. How did this... Did the zombie platform its way into the village the same way I did? I guess the walls need to be bigger, and this creeper is getting pretty close. This is some scary stuff. I've got to... get to bed quickly. I think I've got to clear out that creeper also. This is not a bad spot for a creeper to blow up. Because it is already lower over here. So, but we got him. Awesome. Those were some good creeper kills. Now, can I find that Enderman? Here's a sheep. That baby sheep grew up. I'm gonna actually go back into town because I now see some more sheep. This is like a natural farming area. I'm getting some ridiculous amounts of sheep spawns. How much wool have I gotten? 9 now. So now I can make, that's 3 beds right there, and there was 2 inside, so I've got 5 beds. Excellent. And here's some more sheep even on top of all that. So I'm not sure if that creeper would have, or that if that Enderman would have despawned. I'm not sure. So let's try to stay around here and hope the Enderman will return. What blossoms must fall, preferably into my inventory. I'm gonna keep this little Enderman structure just in case. This might be bed number 6. There it is. We have now 6 possible beds. I'm gonna make at least 6 homes for villagers. And the wool just keeps on coming. So this is the center of town, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I want 8, like something like 8. What about if I had I kind of want the torches to be based on this center of town. So what if it was like, this was in the center of some. If there's 8, then there is no center. I think there will be 9 instead. We can have. I think we can. Oh, hello on Kick. I've been missing a couple of comments on Kick. Hannah Anderson, hello. I'm doing well. Bernice, hello. I am having a great day. Thanks for the good wishes. Sure. What do you want to talk about, Bernice? Or do I want this to be a node? I think this will be like as if there is a torch here. Then these pathways will have torches in the middle of the pathways. I want it to be offset, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a torch. I need to make like poles. How do we make poles? Is that pole? Are they called poles? No. Is a pole just a fence? Yes, a pole is just a fence. There we go. This is a good spacing, I think. So actually these are going to be with 9 blocks in between, like 1, 2, 3, 4, middle, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the torch. Like so. And I think I want them to be like, kind of like I saw the villagers making them before. Like this. And then 4 torches on either side. So these are going to be kind of fancy torches. I want them to be raised up a bit because hopefully it can light the tops of stuff a bit more. I might even put another layer, like a 9 more poles and then another torch. But I think not for now because I would like some scaffolding or something. Welcome. This is going to be tough to place these blocks. Welcome to the Torch Grid Initiative. Light 'em up. Project Light Them Up. Project Light 'em Up. I'm not building a grid. I'm not building a grid. I'm not building... Okay, I think I see the trick now, though. I'm having trouble placing these blocks on poles. Poles are a very small target. I better go to sleep. If I target one tall pole, then jump, then I will jump up to the height to tall enough to place a second, tall enough to place a block on the pole. If my timing is good. So like if this is the lower pole, if I aim to right here, then jump, my jump will have a point where I can aim at this top one. I'm not building a grid. How come I can't place it though? I'm not building a... What if I hold down right click? Whoa, now I'm having a surprising amount of trouble with this. I'm not building a grid. I'm revealing ancient ley lines. Okay, so if there's a house here, I'm just going to rely on the lighting of the house. That means no pole there. So that was 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I think the next one will be here. I'm gonna have to do this a bit slowly at first because I might be making mistakes. If I make some mistakes at the beginning, that could be catastrophic. Maybe this is a good time to place some ladders. This is what I had in mind. Uh-oh, we can't place ladders on glass. This is just not a good spot for getting back into the village. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the torch. My inventory is too full. 9 blocks apart, because even perfection needs elbow room. The mobs aren't scared of me. They're scared. They're scared of my geometry. Lighting up, lighting. Oh, this is tough to get this top block. The first time that time I got it first try. A couple of these times I've got it first try. Lighting up the area like a runway for lost zombies. Okay, so here's the beauty of the grid. Now that we have some in place, I can... Here's a sheep. I think I now have enough for a black bed, a black bed now. So it's a good thing I started to... Whoa, how come this is not... This patch of farm... I've got to make a hoe. Some beds will be different colors. Okay, so now back to the torch placement. Here's the beauty of the grid. Now that I've done some counting, I can look back at what I've done before and just line it up here. You ever place a torch so satisfying. You forget your real life problems. Just me? You know what, I think this should be the same level as these ones. Am I gonna be, maybe I'll be really strict and say they're all gonna be at the same Y level. You ever place a torch so satisfying, you forget your real life problems? Just me? I don't fear the dark. I fear inefficient spacing. These do not look like they're on the same Y level. Okay, these need to be fixed. Perfect. I don't fear the dark. I fear... I don't fear the dark. I fear inefficient spacing. Is this the direction I want to go in? I think maybe I should fill this whole area up. I'll fill it up to here, and then try to circle back into the village. Is it nighttime or is it just raining? I think I'll try to go to bed. Oh yeah, this is something I was just starting to bring up earlier, but I didn't fully say this. I usually don't get a watch in my games, or I haven't in a while, and I think this is a playthrough that I'm going to want a watch, especially because I want to really nurse this farm. Hello, Camilla. I'm doing well. I do see chats. Too hungry to run. Better chow down on some of my cooked pork chops, especially because I just finished slaughtering a couple more pigs. My torch poles have better planning, have better urban planning than some cities. Is this all on the correct Y level? Because this latest one is not. Okay, I think now I'm actually getting the hang of it. I have to aim a bit lower than I said before. Like if I was going to place a torch here, I have to aim under it about there to place this wooden block. When I jump and then place, that's how that works. So I can aim just below it like so, then jump. That looked good. Am I like too close to it? I think I have to click a bit earlier than I think I have to. Nope. Okay, maybe I don't get... I haven't figured out the trick yet to do this. Is this the right Y height? I don't think it is. We're going down a hill a bit here. So these ones have to be even taller. I might also just need better timing. I need to be very focused on that timing to get that block right where I want it. I'm glad I'm carrying my workbench around with me, because now I can just quickly make some more fences. Sure, it's overkill, but it's symmetrical overkill. But it's symmetrical overkill. I think this is going to be close enough to this house here, so that house will do the lighting up to this, after this point. I guess. Maybe I'll place a torch there. I'll make sure this house has lots of torches on it. So I think torches are good for like 15 blocks. I don't know if I want to place a torch here though, because I'm going to have a farm plot here, so I'm a bit safer to place these outside of town. So I want these torches to just kind of surround town for now. Then I'll probably build at some point in a later episode a more fortified like stone wall around it all, and then I can finally remove these glass barriers. I think this might need to be even taller than... Is this right? This one's going to have to be quite tall. Too high on this one. 3, now 4 high. That is the height. I think that's the correct height. Keeping these all on the same Y level is a bit challenging. I should pay attention to the top left, my positioning on my screen. I call this the globe grid 9000. Patent pending. This is a better name because when I was planning this 9000 is a good name because there's 9 blocks in between each torch. It's funny because when I planned the joke, I was planning 8 blocks in between. So if I'm at Y of 124, then the block is like on top of my head. No, it looks like this one is too short. Well, it's the end of the day, so I better turn in. I think I'll just build off of this town center first, because I'm getting a bit confused about the Y heights. Oh no, actually it's 5, and then the height is on my character's head. So it's actually like 8. 128 is the correct Y height for these torches, I've decided. So I'll fix this. But I think this is kind of, so 124. No, this does look, again, this is confusing because this does look like the right height. Okay, so I better just, I'm gonna keep on working, starting back from the center. Any mistakes I make here will echo out. Whereas if I keep starting from the center, those ones are kind of safe. That is what I had in mind. So this is where a torch would be, but this is going to be a farm plot. Here's a torch that I can actually make, I'm pretty sure. Every time I place one, I feel like I'm casting Lumos Maximum. Lumos Maxima. These aren't hard to I get better not start the joke there. Only when I've already placed the pole. These aren't poles. They're emotional boundaries for creepers. So this one was 3 high. So this one will have to be 4 high because it's on a lower level. I can't pillar with workbenches. That's news to me. I light up rooms and entire provinces. Yeah, this one needs to be 1 higher for sure now. Now that I've started back from the center, the size requirements are now more clear. You think I'm placing torches, but this is psychological warfare. But this is psychological warfare. I like my safety measures tall, bright, and unnecessarily organized. So I think if this is gonna, maybe I'll space these out. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is actually gonna be another torch block. So it's going to be kind of dense at vertically because they reach out 15 blocks, but there might be some corners that don't get lit if unless I do it this way. I think it's going to be very safe. Very well lit, very safe. Building a torch grid is like yoga. Calming, repetitive, and oddly spiritual. That was an accidental torch, but I'll keep it. I might be running out of torches around now. So I might need to get some more coal. I'm not saying my legs are asleep, but if they snore any louder, they'll get DMCA'd. I'm going to take a 30-second break for some blood flow. Well, I think I'm starting to get into the swing of the spacing on these torches. I think we're going to have to do at least one loop around the city. How are my... Oh, you know what? I do actually have 2 more stacks of torches. I'm not running out of torches. Not quite yet. This is kind of an awkward level because I have these torches, torch block on the ground level. So I'm glad I'm going to a different Y level next. I think I'm just going to leave this at this level. Just one. We don't need to raise these ones up too high. Until we start to plant trees here, maybe. So much grass here, I'm having trouble counting because the grass is getting in the way. It's so much easier to build these at this Y level. This is a good... I like to have them too high like this. Lots of zombie groans. What's going on here underground? And here's a... Whoa, this guy's scaring me. Let's try this Enderman trap once again. Unless the Enderman is just gonna disappear. Gone faster than he arrived. There's the Enderman once again. So we've got this. Now if I go down to this level, I can get the Enderman to be right there. All I have to do is make eye contact to bother the Enderman. Where did he go, though? Okay, well, we've got a little bunker here to protect against the Enderman if he comes back. I think the worst height is when it's like this height right here. This is the most effort to make. I better make these one. This is gonna be one of the ones that's extra effort. Better put the extra effort in this one because that is kind of what I think it needs. Oh, this is an easier way. Maybe this is how I need to do it. Build it under me. It's hard to count that way though. It's already night. I better get back inside. This grid is coming along now. Look at all these torches. So let's try to do this vertically. Oops, I don't have enough poles. I'll make some poles and then try to build this pole really quickly under me. So it's like one, what? How come I can't place the... Okay, that was not as easy. Maybe at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Now this is the hard part. Getting the square block. Easy. That's good. This is a better way. Now, will I take falling damage? I did take half a heart of falling damage. I think I can handle that. That half a heart is already healed. This is the Y height I like. I think it was very forward thinking of me to make sure these are all on the exact right Y heights, because now there might be some trees or buildings or something. Okay, here's this Enderman again. I would like to aggravate him and try to fight him. Where's he warping to? Okay, so now this is like a safe spot now. I have a bunker. I think this Enderman will come to this spot. That worked once. Where'd it go? Does the Enderman realize it's not safe here? I think I heard the Enderman hurt itself. It's actually taking the blocks away from my roof. That was a safe way to defeat an Enderman. We can see that he took this middle block out, which was very clever of him. The Enderman was starting to solve his problem. I took no damage, or did I take 1 heart? I think that 1 heart of damage was from something else. So I think I might have the wall like right here, so I won't be building torches on this row. I'll start to expand from here. I think I want to expand closer from the center. There is this crevasse here, so, or crevice. 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to a good Y height. An ideal Y height. I think I got this one wrong. No, now I got it right. One measurement. Second measurement said it was wrong. Third measurement said it was right. Third, okay, right again. I think I did get it right. I counted wrong the second check. The grass, I think the grass makes it kind of hard to count the tiles. That's kind of what the grass is there for, isn't it? To make it more organic, like it's not blocks, it's kind of scattered grass around. But now it's more cumbersome. Maybe the wall will be around here too. So this is gonna be this kind of quarter all complete. Is this the right Y height? 3 here. So there should be 4 here because it's 1 down. Looks good. I have my field of view way up, so the perspective distort sometimes confuses me. Yeah, from a couple of these other perspectives we can see that it is on the right Y height. So how many torches do I need now? I think maybe I'll just make a ring. I'll put a bunch of torches out here. This is a good spot for torches. Actually, it looks like maybe I'm even less than halfway done. Maybe that's a bit much for this episode. I think I must light up these areas here. I'll light this corner up. Like, you know, maybe that's 4 by 4 plus the corner cut out, like to here. I'll light up to about here today. And then the rest I think I will have to save for another episode. When I'm actually starting to get ready to build like some walls. I think I want to build walls like all the way to here. It's kind of hard to say because I want it to have kind of a cliff at the edge of the cliff, but this is kind of starting to smooth out around this point. This is a bit of a steeper cliff here, so maybe I'll just follow this contour. The wall eventually, I'm thinking about having a wall along here. And then maybe I'll stop it here and go turn at this 90-degree angle here. Or a bit to the right, because I want to, maybe this, actually this should be kind of out a bit more, so that we just have some more space here. So maybe it's more like along here. To include that cave. I was going to turn before that cave. This is kind of a sharp point. Yeah, this will be where the wall stops. Here. And then I'll include this cave. Maybe this is a secret. This is a secret entrance, isn't it? Yeah. And then I'll go along here. I don't think I'll follow this contour then. I'll bridge this along here, and then this is going to be a big long wall containing, this is going to be a pretty big village all the way here. I think actually this cave will be included fully, so the wall will be like bridging along here. This is gonna be a big village. I'm gonna have a whole variety of different animal farms, animal and plant farms, beets, potatoes, carrots, wheat, of course. And for animals, we're gonna need some sheep, cows, chickens, and so on. I want all of that, all of the above. So there's going to be at least one spot for each. And also, you know, what about those bamboo and sugarcane? I'm sure there's a lot more I haven't thought of. So I better hurry up and start lighting these up. So I think probably just to here and up to this point. So this off in the distance I see some torches here. That's where I'm gonna build along here. So how do I find the measurement? Maybe I can start here, start back from the center. Getting these walls up is gonna really make entering and exiting the village more convenient. Off stream, I've been brushing up on my redstone building skills. I have some designs for some pressure plate doorways and stuff. I'm not very good with redstone, so that's actually an improvement. So 5. So this is, I need 4 and then the torch here. So it looks like this pathway is right under me. This is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 more, and then the torch. One, two, three, 4, and then the torch. So this looks like the right spot for it. This is a good place for a torch. So, and what about this? Okay, so it's like the edges here, it's 1 in. The torch is right next to where I want it to be. So I think this is on track. Now I forget I don't know what the Y height is gonna be. This is 2, so it'll be 1, 2, then another block placement right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another torch. So this is one of those torches where it's a torch on the ground level, and then I'm gonna want to make another layer. Is that another Enderman I'm hearing? I'm game for another Enderman fight. I'm feeling quite confident after that last one. Okay, let's check that this is all squared off correctly. I'll try it from this. I'll measure it from this one next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the torch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the torch. Looks squared off. How about Y height? 2, 3, 4, and then the torch. 1, 2, 3, 4, then the torch block. Perfect. Okay, now what about the Y height? This one is 2 up higher, so 1, 1, 2, 3. I think it needs 1 more. Is that right? That does look right. I have to be very careful here because I'm starting this new grid. This is a place where, like, if I get this whole thing offset by 1, that's this whole grid area. I might just make a fault line type of thing if I did get it wrong, and just say that'll be an off corner. Good. This is the good Y height, but only unfortunately works. Oh yeah, is this nighttime? I'm pretty sure zombies can jump in like right around here or somewhere. I think this is a place where there's a bit of a zombie leak around here. So it's good that I'm building all these torches here, because this is one of the places that needs to be a little bit safer. Hopefully they just won't just so happen to spawn around here. They do kind of have to be kind of clever to make this jump, but if they're chasing me, I think they will. Okay, so we almost have a full surround around the village. I just need to bridge it off here. Is this going to be like 5 more along here? Then I can start this corner here. I think it's going to be about 3 by 3, or maybe I'll start here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This might be actually 4 by 4. I'll do a 4 by 4 here, and I'll loop around the village. Whoa, I just thought of a new design. What if I put torches like this? That's an interesting new design. I didn't think of that this time, but that's something I'll think about another time. This is still a cool looking light pole. Maybe some of the indoor the villages. I can think about doing that inside the village. I don't think oh yeah, do I have a full another stack? No, I'm gonna be running out of... The thing is, I am gonna be running out of torches. I am getting quite proficient at placing these now. But I tried to do that building it under me trick, and that was not working this time because it's hard to jump onto it. You can't jump onto fences from ground level. It looks like I can maybe jump here. Nope. That's a tough jump to get back into the village. Well, at least there's no zombies getting in there. I only have enough torches for one more torch block, so it's now time to get some coal. While I'm at it, I'll get the iron that I find. It's good that I didn't wait until I fully ran out of torches, because I think this is going to be a spot I need a torch. This is going to be a good underground dwelling. This will be a bit of a basement type thing, maybe some sort of underground forge. I'll try to get all my smithing villagers here. I think I can, if I need to ever relocate a villager, I think I can just delete their bed, and then they'll have to find a new bed. So if all the beds are accounted for, then I can just give that to some kind of armor smith or something. There's so many types of villagers, it's surprising. I need to look that up. I might have to look that up before the end of this episode too, even, because I can't fit these coal. Here we go. What? Dead end? I thought this looped around. Is there two? Oh yeah, there's the crevice, and then this is just a little nook. I am going to want to go to the crevice next, but that will be in-game tomorrow. You know what, maybe I won't look, I don't really need to look up what the villagers need to get their professions. I don't need to look that up today, because I just need to see them occupy those beds first. Let's get some villagers before we think about their careers. Or at least for now, because I don't really know what they'll be. Maybe it would be a bit studious of me to plan that all out. Like, I know I would like some armor smiths. What do I need? Some armor smiths. I do need some potion makers, but I need blaze rods to make a potion stand, and a potion stand is how we make alchemists, probably. Or actually, are they like priests or something? They might be called like a priest or something like that. But the reason why I need those potion makers or enchanters, I don't remember what they are, but they make Enderman pearls. That would be an easier way to make the Enderman pearls I need to get to Ender City, or whatever it's called. I've never beaten Minecraft before, so it's... I don't know, I forget what it's called. End City, Endville, something like that. I can make some torches to make room for this. I think I just don't have room for this gravel. I've got a lot of random foraged flowers in my inventory. I should put them away. It feels good to get rid of that wooden pickaxe, because now I can go a little bit faster. I don't think I'm going to go back for that gravel at this time, because I just don't need gravel. That's just going to be its little storage nook. It'll just be thrown and left there. There's some coal here. Better get all this coal. I'm going to grab all the coal I have easy access to, so... Just one? Okay, this one has a bit more. That's nice. If I want a 4x4 grid, it'll be 8 times 4x4, 12 times 8, 96 torches, at least, if they aren't those double pillars. So that means... Does that... Actually, that does... each coal makes 4 torches. So, does that mean I only need 30 coal-ish? I was hoping to clear out my inventory a bit, but that was actually just shifting it. Shifting it to torches. So what else can I think I can just throw away some of these dandelions and stuff like that. There's a lot of coal here. This is a good coal find. Maybe I don't even... I think I just might not have the time to go through all of this coal, actually. I think I've got over double what I need. If they're all the double torch poles, I still don't need that many. I think I'll actually just call it a day here. I can still fit some more coal. Like, if I get a full stack, then I'll stop. There's actually just so much coal here. Is it nighttime? I better check if... Better check on the village. I think I should collect this iron. No, it looks still bright. Still bright day. So gotta get this iron too. I think I have quite a few pieces of iron. Maybe I can make some armor. I am on a hardcore character, so better always have some armor and stuff. Okay, I think that's all I'll need. There, I see some more coal here. And I saw some on the roof. That's going to be a little bit difficult to collect that roof coal, but I do have 1.5 stacks. That's all I need for my purposes today. And I have some wheat, so I can start to think about I can make a sheep farm. I think I will actually do that. As soon as I find the next sheep I find, I'm gonna just put it into a pen. I can drop some more of these wildflower type things. So I'm gonna have a couple of like dandelions and wildflowers just kind of around, strewn about. Here's a sheep already. Now where should I build this pen? You know what? I'm gonna actually wait until I find a sheep that's in town, just for the convenience of it. I don't have any glass to replace glass. It wouldn't be too bad for me to okay, my inventory is just so full. And it's almost night, so I actually should go back into town. I was like, I would have to make some glass. But now that I think about it a little bit more, I wouldn't actually have to make glass, because I would like to use these ladders to make some pathways into the village. And I can't put ladders onto glass, so I will have to break some of the glass and replace it with a ladder block. Oops, I didn't clear out my inventory. Uh-oh. I fell. That's not too... I guess that's actually not that big of a fall. This platforming to get to my secure chest is a little bit dangerous. Let's see, this villager, is he trying to get up there? Okay, so we gotta put a lot of this away. I think that might actually be pretty much enough. Hello, dark fire. And I'm almost out of cherry logs, so I'm gonna need to get those. I actually have 10, I have 11, I have even more wool inside, so how much wool? I have enough wool to make plenty of beds. I was thinking about making a sheep farm, but I think I just happened to come across enough sheep that that's going to be enough for now. Hardcore? Yes, this is hardcore. But full disclosure, I am willing to restart my save. Maybe eventually I will commit to an honest hardcore character, but not this time. I'm kind of taking steps towards getting more and more hardcore. No thank you. I want to do this not only hardcore, but solo. Okay, this is the moment of truth. I think that this is linking up well. That my grid is all evenly spaced. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the torch. Perfect. Feels good. I've got a sorted out, a very spaced out torch grid. Is this a baby sheep? Nope, this is a sheep I can harvest. So after this, then I can just work on that other quarter. There's a quarter over there. I think I need about 4 by 4 more torches, and then that'll be all for today of the torches. Then I can start to work on the village. Homes for the villagers. Is the Y height correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So now there's some torches all around the village. And now I want to fill out some more spaces. So I think I will start from here. Yeah, this is a good starting spot from here. And then 4 by 4. And maybe a couple more to fill in this area. Another 2 by 2 or so. You know, I guess this is kind of not a very organic design. When I'm looking at the grid over here, I'm like, wow, it's like a total grid and stuff. But I think it is not too bad, because this is kind of like power lines. Power lines are kind of sometimes very overly organized. But then I'll try to be a bit more organic and flexible with the rest of the design. I think it'll look good to have some organized and some flexible. So I'm gonna have to wreck this pathway. That's just how it's gonna have to be. The pathway kind of went onto the grid here. Oh, we're at the Y height that I like. I like 2 fence poles, and then the square block, the torch block. This is the Y height that I like to work on. It seems like that only a very few have been like that. I just so happen to have these tall 4 high ones this most of the time. Maybe if I planned it out a bit differently, I could have found a way, a Y level with more at this comfortable height. Is this right? Day done already almost. It's almost nighttime. That was quick. I guess 1 is also quite comfortable too, but it's not as aesthetic. This is where the zombies can get in, isn't it? I've seen a zombie get in before. I think this is it. Maybe the village is now safe. BRB, auditioning for the role of guy who remembers to stretch. I'm going to take a 30-second break for some blood flow. That was a good one. That was a fast, tall torch placement. Maybe I don't mind building these that much if it was that quick every time. How's my placement? I measured from here. I'll measure from here to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the torch. Perfect. I'm going to need some more torches and some more... what else do I need? Torches and fences. $49, maybe that'll be enough. I haven't really been paying attention to material consumption, so I don't actually have a good impression as to how many I will need for like what, 12 more. Yeah, I guess it's hard to say because the Y level We've got a good Y level this time, so so maybe actually I said I think I'm doing a lot more than I said, which I think is okay, especially at this rate. I'm going quite quickly with this better Y level. And I'm just getting more efficient at placing them. So if I do these today, if I do these later, then I might be a bit slower about it. I'm kind of dialed in right now. I feel like. Right on the glass there. That's not ideal. I don't think I want to do that. Not today. Okay, so is this going to be far enough? I think this will be far enough for now. Maybe I won't place a torch. Yes, I will. I'm going to place one more layer here. And I'll keep it nice and square. I'm just going to cut this tree out of the way, just a small part of the tree here. Is it now night? Close enough. Better get back to town. That was a very good day. That I made a lot of torches in that in-game day. Hello, Hannah. Uh-oh, we've got misalignment here. Where's the misalignment come from? 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, right here. Wait a minute. Am I seeing multiple misalignments? Uh-oh, better double back even further. 2, 3, oh, it looks like here it is. These two are the ones that are wrong. Yep. That was like my first misalignment of the day. I've been very effective at this today. I'm doing quite well, Hannah. Thanks for asking. I'm not interested in communicating via Discord. Nice to hear that. Thanks. Okay, we're getting multiple misalignments. I wonder if I'm... Okay, this just needs to be redone. Does that make sense? Oh yeah, I see. I think these two were off, and then they made this one. It was 3 that are off. That was 1 misalignment that echoed out. I need to start double checking. The reason why this was my first error is because throughout the whole day I've been measuring twice. So let's see if this one's good. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and the torch. So they're every 10. Very organized. What's my favorite game? Well, Minecraft is a really good game. Someone asked me this on a previous live stream, and I said Skyrim, and I think maybe that is my favorite game at this time. I really like how much I can plan ahead in Skyrim, and I've been just I think maybe the reason why Skyrim is my favorite game right now is because many times I only play video games on my live streams, and I can almost play Skyrim off my live stream because I'm reading up on stuff. So I really like being able to plan out my character very, very thoroughly and see what's gonna occur later on. I'm basically playing the game. I think that's why that's my favorite. I do really like Minecraft. I play lots of really fun games. Minecraft, Skyrim, Doom 2016, Cuphead, and I recently, in my previous live stream, I started playing Cyberpunk, pardon me. Okay, is this my last torch pull for today? I think this will be the last one. Unless, do I want to start to go... I might want to go into that crevice. Yeah, let's do one more. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the torch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the pole. Okay, good spacing. This is 3, 4, so then the torch will be right here. Easy. This is one of the easier ones. There we go. So now the whole area is safe, and then there's an outer area that's lit up. I think I'm gonna try to I'm gonna make a big pillar and have a look at the work I've done. Next up is gonna be some villager dwellings. Is this a good distance? There we go. We can see this is very aesthetic with these trees here. Sure, we can be friends somewhat. We can be internet friends a little bit. So this is kind of aesthetic. We've got some trees here. Then the pink of the cherry trees matches all of the poles. And then it's all very organized out nicely. Now I might want some torch poles in town, but first I want to build not only do I have, actually, you know what, I think that is gonna be enough for today, because I can think of a couple of different things I'm gonna need to do next. That actually took a lot longer than I thought. But I have some jokes I still want to tell. So there's still a bit more of the show. Like for example, Hannah, if you want my Discord, I don't want to share my Discord, but you're welcome to count as my friend and hang out here on the live stream, no problem. Oh, no, yeah, no Discord. No, thank you. Building a torch grid is like yoga. Calming, repetitive, and oddly spiritual. I built a constellation on the ground with sticks. Some people make art. I make light-based municipal infrastructure. I make light-based municipal infrastructure. Now it's raining. How do I get it to stop raining? I just have to wait for it to stop raining. I didn't want it to rain. It's kind of raining on my parade, literally. What are my hobbies? I'm pretty good at juggling. I am a juggler. I can juggle qualifying juggle, which is 10 throws of 5. I can do 10 throws of 5 juggling clubs, and I can throw up 6 juggling clubs and catch them all. And of course, gaming is my hobby. This is a kind of a hobby. I juggle. I'm pretty good at Rubik's Cube. 30-second. I can do under 30 seconds, around like an average of 25 seconds to solve a Rubik's Cube. What else do I do for my hobbies? Well, that's all. I don't, my Twitter, I don't really use Twitter. I might have a Twitter, but I don't really use I don't have a Twitter. So what can I do while I wait for the rain to stop? Something, maybe I could just build a couple more light poles while it's raining. So maybe this right here, I could do a couple more pulls in this area. Oops, was that... I think I got a wrong measurement here. No thanks. I don't want to see some drawings at this time. Okay, now let's see if this is the correct measurement. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Did I change the Y level? How come this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Then this is 1, 2, 3. And then these are 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, I have some inconsistent Y levels, it appears. Where is the inconsistent? What's consistent? Yeah, it's right here. All of these need to be one lower. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, this one was actually correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is where I got confused because this one is 4, but then I went up and I continued at this wrong height. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Another, I was kind of rushing that one, so now we've got some more errors. Well, I'm glad I noticed that soon enough. You know, this is kind of the edge of where the torches will go to, so it might not be too bad to just leave these edges wrong, but I'm already starting to fix it, so it's probably night by now. It's hard to tell what time of day it is with all this rain, so maybe I can find a bed and end the rain so I can start to finish my jokes that I want to tell. Actually, I have a good joke for while it's still raining. The mobs might not spawn here, but my anxiety still might. This was a bit risky because now I'm seeing some zombies around. I should have gone to bed a little bit earlier. Why do I build torch poles nine blocks apart? Because 8 blocks would be chaos. Okay, you know what? I think that's all for today. Maybe should I make some villager? Okay, I should make some villagers dwellings. I still want to do a little bit more. So I need about 7 to build a farm. Maybe I'll build this farm and I'll build a couple of the villager houses, and then I'll do a lot more next time. Just a bit of a teaser, kind of. So this needs 7. I need 7 blocks. Building tiny farms so villagers can feel self-sufficient. So villagers can pretend they're self-sufficient. Okay, because I needed to get this done so I can tell where the front of... I'm going to build some houses here. I'm going to flatten off this face. So 1, 2, 3, so it's like 2 farm plots, then the water, then 2 more, then this row here. I think I'm copying off of the design that we already have. So it's like 2, then water, then 2 more, so that's 7, and it goes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inside. So it's 7 by 9 on the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4. Seven on the inside, then this is the end of the plot here. 7 on the inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna need some iron to make some buckets to fill this up with water. I already have that iron made. Fancy that. Now, where will I get this? Here's some water. I guess I could leave it there, but I think I will copy their design. The water like this is kind of convenient because then it pushes all the items to one side, but they don't have it like that, so I won't. The duck is enjoying it. Okay, and now let's hoe it up. I'm gonna have it all set up. And while I'm at it, I should fix that other farm plot. I remember there's a farm plot over here that needs a hoe. I didn't want to make a hoe just for one little patch there. Okay, thanks, buddy. The villager placed it. Placed some seeds in the patch. Now, I think this one... What will this be? I uprooted some... that one over there was beets before, and then I turned it into wheat. So this one will go back to being beets. So I need some beet seeds. Wheat seeds. Wheat seeds. Maybe I'll just do wheat, because where are my beets? I have 4 beetroots. Maybe we're kind of like low. Oh, here's the beetroot seeds. I'm not building food sources. I'm building I'm building passive-aggressive snack stations. Farming is just gardening with expectations. Each plot is a motivational speech in dirt form. Grow something already. This farm's got more structure than my life. I plant so they can harvest just like parenting. I'm a couple seeds short, 2 seeds. All right, that will be enough for this project. So I think I want to fully face this cliff here down, and then I'll carve some houses into it. Alright, how is this elevation? I think this might be a good elevation for these houses. Right here, see, I can just dig into this. This looks quite nice. I'll kind of extend this out here. Nighttime. It's been nighttime for a little bit. Better get back to bed. So they will go here. Let's start it off. I'm quite hungry. I'm going to start it off right at this corner here. I think I want it to be like planks. So we kind of have planks and we have these lumber blocks, the logs. So we have logs and planks for design, and the logs can be placed at different orientations. So I think I want a design like this. And I'm gonna need some cherry tree doors. I'll make 3. Welcome to Nook and Block. I should actually have it built. I'm gonna this is not a building joke. This is a completed joke. All of my tools are just about to break. I kind of don't really want to fully... Okay, this guy kind of pushed his way into here. Yeah, I kind of don't want to replace all the walls and roof with fancy stuff, but let's do it for high quality. This is going to be a high quality dwelling. Okay, how am I going to get out of here? I need both a new pickaxe and a new shovel. I might need a new axe if I make mistakes. So I'll make the whole... I'll replace all the floor and the roof and walls with lumber. Now it's some fancy... Now this is feeling a bit fancy. We only need like 4 more logs, and the rest will go to planks, but I'll do that as needed. And I'll replace the floor too. Yep, and the floor to the door floor. Maybe the door floor will actually be a log. There we go, that's a bit fancier. Anytime I use a log, that's like a bit fancier, because that one log is equivalent to 4 pieces of planks. How about a bed now? I'll make all of the beds right away. Now, how are they going to get the privacy they need? You can kind of see through the door, and they're not least likely to see it if it's here. Welcome to Nook and Blossom Real Estate, where your rent is one emerald and a dream. Oops, I keep placing this wrong. How do I need to place this so it goes upwards? If a cherry blossom nook... Oh yeah, you know what? This is wrong. Because it's gonna need to be 1 over more. If a cherry blossom nook doesn't cure your mood, you're already a creeper. These aren't houses. They're aesthetic statements with bed access. The farmer already covets this little nook. That feels good. I can't even get in there to work. Who needs luxury when you've got a blossom-covered dirt? Who needs luxury when you've got a blossom-covered dirt hug? Baby villager, We're getting a lot of villagers here. This is great. Oh yeah, did I just make a dwelling? I could have slept in the dwelling I just made. I ran back to this one because of a habit. It's not small, it's architecturally introverted. Did I carve out the roof? Yes, I did. Could I get away with not flooring under the bed? No, you can see under the bed. Carving these homes is just cozy landscaping with commitment issues. Maybe this is a good spot for a ladder. Okay, that looks not bad. Maybe actually I want to add another layer here. Another layer of wood. Does this... No, you know what I should do? This should be a stairway. How many do I need? 4? I think I'll want it to be a bit of a rain cover type thing. So I'll use dirt here. It could be 2 layers. And then this is like to keep the rain off. How come I can't? Oh, because there's a ladder here. There we go. That'll keep the rain off their heads. Then the ladder can be here. This home has a garden on the roof. Kind of fancy. Maybe it's good insulation. The dirt is probably pretty good at insulating, as long as it's thick as it is. Carving these homes is just cozy landscaping with commitment issues. Maybe one more joke? You ever build something so cute, you consider moving in yourself? Alright, that's all for today. 3 houses built, a farm plot built, and an extensive grid. That was actually more than I was planning on building for the grid of torches, torch poles. This village is starting to look very cozy. Write today's conclusion. I built a very extensive torch grid, a lot more than I thought I was gonna do, so I just ended up building 1 farm plot, it's 7 by 9, and 3 cozy nooks for farmers to live in. The villagers loved the nooks. They were jumping into them before I could even finish building them. Okay, so now ChatGPT will finish this, will write the conclusion. We've got a nice little thumbnail to save. Ooh, no, death. That was really bad. That was actually really quite bad, because I have a hardcore character, so you know what? I think I'm just gonna recreate this off stream because you pretty much know the gist. I'm just gonna do this whole thing off stream. Wow, this is what hardcore is like. That's 4 hours gone. So as I said, I'm committed to restarting when I die. Well, folks, that's where today's adventure ends, and so did my hardcore character. I was just trying to find a good thumbnail shot, something serene, something poetic, something that said this villager commune is thriving. Then, bam! One wrong move, and my hardcore world said, nah, that's enough cozy for you. So yeah, I'm dead, but not defeated. We lit up a massive torch grid, way more than I planned, built one beautiful little 7x9 farm plot, and those cherry blossom hobbit nooks. Huge hit. The villagers were diving into them before I could even put doors on. They loved them so much, it hurts even more that I'm leaving them behind. But fear not, I'll redo everything off stream. Exactly the same polls, same plot, same pink perfection. It's not a reset, it's a rerun with emotional damage. Next live stream will pick up as if nothing ever happened, except now I flinch every time I try to take a screenshot. Thanks for watching, friends, and remember, hardcore may take your life, but it can never take your glow grid. Banter mode respawning off screen.